my attempt at making curry. Welcome back to Chef's Treat. I'm your host, Paxton, and today we're making lamb curry. It's a little non-traditional. I don't have all the ingredients, but I'm gonna put my spin on it, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. So let's get started. So the first thing I gotta do is chop up an onion. Cut up your onions. You can have some diced and some 1/4 inch long, and some long ones too, where it's just half the onion in its spot. Once you're done with that, grab some garlic. I don't need to show you guys the whole head, so that's just what's gonna happen. But grab that and peel that off, and then we're gonna start cooking it in the pressure cooker today. That's how we're gonna make this curry. Once all the garlic's peeled, start chopping it up and mincing it. This is my favorite type of cutting to do. So once the garlic and onions are all chopped up, we're gonna get that leg of lamb ready to go. When you cut it, make sure you cut it from the top so you keep all the juices in there so you can throw it away without having any troubles. So now we can see that I've got this nice big bone in here. And what I wanna do instead is I wanna have just cubed chunks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it down the side like this. And that's obviously too big, but it's gonna get me a start. So we're gonna cut it up probably into roughly 4ths. Some people might take off the extra fat. To me, that just looks like it's gonna render down and it's gonna taste delicious. So I'm just gonna leave it on for now. Get the long pieces here, get that silver skin off, but the rest, a lot of the fat, you should just keep on there. It's really good. Careful not to cut off too much of the meat. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to save some of this, but you know, you are gonna lose some, so it is what it is. Now you can see them around the bone. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna treat this like a soup bone. I'm gonna cut off as much as I can and throw it in there because that bone marrow is gonna be flavorful and it's just gonna be really good. Once you have it trimmed to roughly be like this, then you just keep that and you toss it in there for cooking. So now coming over here to this, cut it into, I don't know, 1/2 inch chunks. As you can see, that's gonna cook down and be a great piece. It's like perfect. If you find any hard cartilage spots or even just large chunks of fat in there, make sure you pull those out. But remember, fat is flavor, and animal-based fats are the best ones. Now that all the lamb's cut up, let's get some seasoning on them. I'm just gonna do salt and garlic on them today because we're gonna have a bunch of other seasonings that are gonna go into the curry to make it work. So we're just gonna keep it simple. That should be good enough for the salt. Now we just got some garlic. Now just roll them around on all the extra. You get all the bottom that you need. Get all the bottom that you need. Huh, that's funny. First goes in the onions and the garlic. Now some people like to saute them and everything else like that. I decided not to, but you can do that if you want. Maybe in the future I will, but I want to try it without it. Next we have the meat going in there. I have a whole bowl of spices that I'll list in the description, but we're gonna add that in too. Then mix it all around. Also add about 2 tablespoons of sheep ghee, 6 ounces of tomato paste. Yes, you heard me right, tomato paste. Then add in about 1/2 cup of water, a cinnamon stick. And last but not least, add a 1/4 cup of yogurt. Then put your lid on. I'm gonna cook this at high pressure today, so we're gonna cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour. All right, let's get this opened up. Doesn't look all that great. Tastes pretty good though. I'm gonna cook it for a little longer. While it's still hot, add some red pepper flakes if you like it spicy. If you don't, I totally understand, but this is me. I like spicy things. Just give it a nice quick stir. We're gonna give it a few more minutes of heat, and then it's eating time. Here we go. Let's see how we did. Oh yeah, I say we did just about right. Get you some rice. Just look at that. Wow. Does that curry look absolutely delicious? Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, for the food. Oh yeah. A little unconventional. It's not the same like you would get at a store or an Indian restaurant, but it's good. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and leave a comment down below what you think I should add or subtract from my recipe.